Hi MCC, this is Sarah Meassicks and this is
Cody Meassicks.
And we're the Meassicks.
Got one other one, but he's in bed now. Just trying to catch up on playing with tractors all day.
Yeah, we played with tractors I think all day. He's 2 and he loves tractors and trucks and he rode on his ride-on tractor all day today. The battery died. So it's out there charging for bedtime. We're here to tell you a little bit about us and catch up with you and then also give you some encouragement hopefully as you go on this week.
Yeah, so Sarah and I were asked by Chad to present just kind of a devotional and what some of the scripture that's really stuck out to us during this time, and we were trying to think about it, and we came together and decided we'd just be honest, and no real scriptures have really stood out to us in this time. We've really been able to, I personally been really able to take the time and see God most in the silence that I've been able to find, and that quiet and stillness, as well as just a lot of laughter, being able to just share times with Sarah and Broden and really just have fun, and also doing game nights over Zoom with friends and family, and a lot of people we don't normally connect with on a weekly basis, which has really been interesting to actually probably spend more time with other people than we even normally do. To do that during this time. So I've gotten to experience a lot of those trips and with Sarah and Burden, and just taking them out on, we took a day of canoeing and did a couple hikes, and I've been finding God most when I find myself in a place where I can't hear any cars, can't hear any planes, any lawnmowers, and I've really gotten into trying to just hear and be more open to hearing and in tune with just nature. So really gotten into listening to birds and just being able to hear and try to identify God's creation and be able to really recognize what's going on around me, and just enjoying those moments as well.
Yeah. Like Cody said, Chad came and asked us to share scripture, and I really wrestled for the last few days with, wow, I haven't really been reading my Bible and I haven't been looking at the scripture, and I wrestled with that for a little, but figured it's best to be authentic about that and think and share that with you. And there have been times where God has spoke to me through scripture in my life, and those have been really powerful and really meaningful, but I'm not finding that that's how God is speaking to me in this time. One of the things as I was thinking about this and sharing with you all that I wanted to share was, as a young mom and as a mom of young children, sometimes it's hard to get that time away, but that God can run to us just in many different ways. As a small group last year, we listened to some podcasts by Richard Rohr, and there was one part of the podcast that really stuck out to me, and it was this woman that was doing the interview, and she was talking about when she was a young mom and how she just felt really guilty for not being able to get up before her child and spend time with God. And every time she would get up, the child would hear her and then come running, which is pretty much how our days go. I like tiptoe down the stairs and I hear mommy and can't get down the stairs without him waking up. And so this woman talked about how, what if we just pictured God in our little child, just so excited that we were up, and if we were up, God just wanted to be with us, and so he rushed to us in our little child. And that has helped me as I picture Broden just rushing to me, and God even being in Broden, just wanting to embrace me and wanting to hug me. So I think like in this time, even though I haven't been necessarily seeing God in scripture, I feel like Jesus is running to me in other ways, and like there's Broden, and then our family times. I think just like being able to look around on spring evenings and like just feel pretty content in what God has given us and provided us at this time. I was sharing with my students today how I was feeling in just that sense of contentment. And I find myself really wanting that peace. And there are some days where I'm not feeling that. And Cody and I refer to those days as the hell zone. There's just days in this pandemic that it just feels horrible. But I think there's a reason for that. And then there's a lot of days where I can't even explain how I feel. Like there's not even a word for it because I haven't experienced a pandemic before. So I just don't know how to explain those days. But I'm thankful for the ways that Jesus has been running to me through my family and through my students. I'm teaching now via Zoom. I teach second grade for the Mechanicsburg School District at Broad Street Elementary, and just being able to connect with students and try to encourage families and show them that we're all going to be okay in this time and that I'm here for them even from a distance. And I was talking to them about some of these feelings that we are having and telling my second graders that we have uncomfortable feelings and we have comfortable feelings, but none of them are bad feelings, and that it's okay to feel any of those different ways, especially during this time. And just seeing God in those unproductive moments. I am someone who wants to be productive 24 hours a day. Cody witnesses my cleaning frenzies and anything, but I have found in this time that there's space and there's moments for unproductive times. I think 2 weeks ago I spent like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, picking up like the heads of the purple violet weeds that were like growing in our yard and just making a heart shape out of all these flower petals. And today I just made a flower crown for no reason. I love flowers. And just, it doesn't have to be productive, and God is meeting me in that place where I don't have my identity wrapped up in everything I can do. Yeah. So we wanted to be authentic. God has spoken to us in Scripture before, but it just doesn't seem to be the way He's speaking to us now. And instead of hiding that from you as our church body, we thought we'd be transparent and just say the ways that God is speaking to us right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, hope everyone has staying safe out there, and we look forward to getting back with you guys soon and enjoying some time together.